Give me a sec, guys, while I bring up the chat like always. And on my tablet, which is a piece of junk. Okay, come on, come on. Come on, baby. Live chat, there we go. Alright, what's up, everyone? Alright, let's go to Toledo, shall we? We are doing another Google Earth trip. The whole trip is actually going to be down into Ohio, then crossing over into Pennsylvania, New York, then up to Montreal, and then from Montreal, Quebec to Bangor, Maine, and then Bangor, Maine down to towards Virginia. Clio Road. This runs so much better with the SSD and new processor. Not like before. I would put music on for you guys can hear it too. My playlist that I play, but you know how YouTube is. The second that hears it, claimed. Trust me, I get emails all the time. Your video has been blocked in some countries or all countries or whatever. So, trying everything I can to be able to not have it play the music. So that's gonna be up to you guys to turn music on. Unfortunately, otherwise I would have had to let you guys hear my playlist. I wish I could, but I mean I could technically, probably. Technically speaking, I could, but technically speaking, I might get blocked. My video might get blocked afterwards. Is what I'm saying. Otherwise, I would though. To be honest. We gotta go over here. Alright, we're going to be going over a bridge, so it's gonna look a little weird. That's 3D imagery for you, no collision. So just gotta ignore it for a minute. I hate when it does that though. I wish the bridges would collide. Well, not have collision, I meant. Where you could just go over them instead of like, you know, messing up like it does. But it's not that big of a deal. 3D imagery is 3D imagery. It still looks nice regardless. No more lockups though, that's for sure. Google Earth. Yeah, Google Earth is made by Google. If you're talking about the driving aspect that I'm doing, no. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna be doing a tutorial on that hopefully soon. It's a bit too complex to explain, like, you know, how it works, so I am just waiting to just do it in the tutorial to make it easier for you guys. I'm even gonna do a visual reference, like show you step by step how to set it up for those that want to do it. I will tell you a couple essentials you're gonna need, otherwise it's not gonna work. Number one, how am I gonna word this? The two main things you're gonna need is number one, a controller. A steering wheel will work as well. You just have to make sure you get the bindings correct. And this may sound weird, but the other thing, you're gonna need Flight Simulator X. Yes, I did say that. You're gonna need Flight Simulator X for this. And the reason I say that is because there's a tool in Flight Simulator X called Google Earth Viewer. And with that tool, it basically sends positioning data from Flight Simulator X to Google Earth. And then you can enter ground level view. Once it starts tracking the position data, it will automatically teleport you or warp you to the spot that's in FSX in Google Earth. Once you get that set up, you can just enter in ground level view and it will stick to the ground like it's doing now. And then basically just use the FSX. It just uses the FSX input tracking and just puts it in Google Earth basically like it's doing now. And to enhance it a little more, you're gonna need the car mod in FSX as well, like I got. So that way you don't have some big ass jumbo jet flying around. But not only that, because if in a jumbo jet you're gonna be way higher off the ground, you're gonna be more vulnerable to bugs like when you're getting too high, it's gonna leave ground level view, and then you're gonna have problems with that, especially in mountainous areas. So I would recommend getting as close to the ground as you can, and that by means getting the car mod for it. I will show you though how it's done, step by step, best I can in the tutorial. But if you do not have a controller, or if you do not have FSX, or both, because really you need both, this ain't gonna work. Just throwing that out there. So yeah. Not too much further, we'll be hitting the I-69 and I-75 interchange in Flint, Michigan, or what would be known as Flint Township. The one thing I do notice is the rendering speed is about the same as it was last time before the solid state drive. I think that's just because of my internet speed, and plus the fact that I'm streaming too doesn't really help. So not a whole lot I could do in terms of the rendering, in terms of how quickly the textures render. So sometimes the signs will be blurry and such, or some stuff may have not loaded in yet, like mile markers and such. No, it's not page. I'm using controller. Xbox One controller. I said I'm gonna do a tutorial on it. I said you can still use the steering wheel too if you wanted to. Bristol Road to the left, to our right, will actually be, in a minute, to our right will be Bishop Airport, KF&T, or yeah, Bishop International Airport. If you stay in the far left lane, you'll be merging onto 75. If you stay in the right 2 lanes, you'll be merging onto, yeah, US 23 towards Ann Arbor. Yeah, I wanted to stream. I just got through doing a good roleplay scenario earlier in the server, and I was like, after the how well that played out, I was like, damn, should have streamed it. I didn't want to bother changing the title and all that jazz for to setting up that stream and making it all of a sudden because I had already scheduled this stream pretty much, so. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna stream. 'Cause I didn't really think at the time it was gonna be a really big and roleplay scenario either. I just thought it's gonna be, something more like grinding for loot or something, or just maybe little roleplay scenarios. But how big that scenario was, I kind of regret not streaming it now. Because I wanted to be able to show in a bandit afterwards of us capturing some of his guys at Hillside and torturing them, so to say. But it's whatever. There's always other times. Right up ahead is actually a trash dump. That little mountain that you see. It's actually a trash dump up ahead. Landfill is what it's called, I believe. In about 10 or so miles, about 10 more miles, it will be Fenton, Michigan. Oh, I'm gonna change my songs real quick. Let's see. Alright, that should do. Let me read this real quick and then we'll get going. It's not just a simple turn on and what have you when it starts. I mean, yeah, I technically could, but then with the title that I had, it would throw people off, and yeah. Plus, not as many people, because it'd be an instant live stream, so to say, and no one would be able to. It wouldn't, pop up on people's notifications most likely because it wasn't scheduled. No, you didn't come in at the wrong time. Oh, looks like this is the end of 3D imagery for a little bit. It don't matter, though. I'm sure there'll be more. Ann Arbor would have some. Wait, what stuff? You talking about the zombie stuff or the or this? Like I said, I'm doing a tutorial. I'll do a tutorial soon on how to set this up. I know a lot of people, quote unquote, a few people, been asking me about it, like how to get it to work. I just haven't had the time to do a tutorial on it yet. I might have to do a live stream in the server. It ain't gonna be tonight, but I think I'll do one tomorrow. And I'll see if I can do another big RP tomorrow. We'll try to. Because tomorrow our goal for tomorrow is to get as much role players as we can in the server. Probably gonna be around the afternoon, my time, most likely. It's probably about when it'll start getting active. Because there's a lot of the good role players in the server are actually European and English or England, yeah. So some are from the UK, some are from like I don't know, just Europe in general. So usually it's around noon to afternoon hours is when it gets active in terms of roleplay. Sometimes in the evening, but not all the time. There's still good roleplay that goes on in the evening and going into the night hours if in a band and what have you. Oh, yeah. It's not that hard, really. It's actually easy. Unless you really want to go advanced and be like those top streamers that have the chroma key in the background where all their background is like taken out and it's just their face and all that jazz, then yeah, you'd be looking at a little more complexity with that. That'll only work if you have a webcam too, so you need a webcam at least to set something like that up. I always thought I wanted to get one, but then I was like, nah. There would be really no point because my face is buried in the screen as it is anyways. So you wouldn't really see my face. There'd just be no point, to be honest. Actually, I started making this server in March 2017. And I think it originated from H1Z1. Because before then, H1Z1 came out to PC in like beginning of 2015. That's when I got it, like the first week it came out, maybe the first day actually that it came out, and I enjoyed it at first, but the game just went downhill like after several months. And then by the time 2017 hit, um, yeah, by the time 2016 ended and 2017 came in, the game was trashed. Like, it wasn't like it used to be anymore, and I just got tired of playing it. Got tired of getting killed on sight all the time, so I went ahead and made my own zombie server in 5M. Before that zombie server in 5M, I originally played just regular roleplay servers for a while. Like police. I used to do RP as a cop in a lot of servers. And I just wanted to do something unique for 5M. And I figured zombie roleplay, you know, because I had wanted to not, you know, I wanted a server that was against killing on sight and a lot opened up for everybody to make their own story, so to say. Make their characters and, you know, do like role plays and such in a zombie apocalyptic world. That's the whole point of the server. And it took a while to get to that point. Like the first several months building up the server, it wasn't that much role play. It was mainly just going around testing stuff, fixing stuff, going around surviving, going around testing stuff again, going around surviving, and just here and there role play. But once the fall hit, once Dr. GTA came to the server and what have you, then the role play aspect really kicked. Like it just started skyrocketing, like no joke. And then, yeah, like, there's been times where role plays, you know, kind of been down, and then it went back up, and then it went down, and went back up. That's just normal, though, I guess you could say. And then sometimes it could also be due to bugs as well. Maybe there's, like, so many bugs that interferes with the role play, and just can't really do it. You fucking winner. Yeah, that makes sense. Instead of saying, you fucking cheater, say, you fucking winner. Oh, man, my legs. Just pulled a muscle. That hurts. Got a nice long stretch here. When someone cheats. Yeah. It should be more like, you cheating bitch. Maybe it say that or something along those lines. Or what's that one show? That old 1960s or whatever show? And I don't know the name of it, but has this one character, and he says some line like somewhere along the lines of, keep the change, you filthy animal, or something like that. That might be funny too. Use like that line or something for cheaters. I don't remember that show. I don't think I ever really watched it, but I've seen like bits of it here and there. Ooh, looks like we got 3D imagery up ahead. That must be Brighton, Michigan. Yeah, I think that's the one. Yeah. Actually, yeah, now that I think about it, that is the one. That would be funny, honestly. Have that and keep the fucking cheater, but like have it play a random sound. Have play a few different random sounds anytime someone cheats. Maybe I should maybe think of putting that one in. I think it'd be funny. And just, increase the volume of it so it can ear rape the cheater. That'd be so funny. Oh shit. This 3D imagery is old. Man, let's look how well it performs. Yeah. Well, it's not gonna. I don't think it'll ever be that loud though, because it can only go up to a certain extent, before it just can't really go any higher. Yeah. Yeah. You fucking cheater. uh. Not only that, but it'll also say you were caught in a booby-trapped vehicle too in the whole chat. Humiliates the cheater. Our anti-cheat system is unique in its own way. Not just the humor part of it, but like, you know, the fact that it catches people and just announces to everybody that someone's cheating. I think it's just a funny way of saying, "Hey, this guy's cheating. You should pay attention to him. You should look out for him." you know? You were caught in a booby-trapped vehicle because the fire truck is actually blacklisted. So technically it caught that and it played the cheater sound. Same similar goes to blacklisted weapons. If you're caught like using a minigun or a rocket launcher, it's gonna remove all your weapons first of all, and it's also gonna say that you were Rambo to everybody, or thought you were Rambo, and then of course it's gonna play the fucking cheater sound. As I said, it's just a humorous way to point out someone who's cheating or someone who's trying to cheat. Yeah. Everyone's had to deal with the fucking cheater at some point. Even the admins before they became admins had to deal with it. Alright, welcome to Brighton, Michigan. We're just north of Ann Arbor. This is where it gets really all sorts of fuckery. As you can see. A little bumpy ride, ain't it? Yeah, a little bumpy, that's for sure. Yeah, bumpy pixelated ride. Probably not, no. Well, there is the sawing off shotgun, which is just a default GTA weapon, but if you're thinking like GTA Online weapons, I don't think they're in 5M. So, no. In terms of custom weapon models, I do have plans. I do have plans to add more. Probably later tonight. I'll probably test them. Maybe the purple dildo, too. From San Andreas. I remember that one. There was that one, and there was the vibrator, and what have you. Yeah. I might add a little Easter egg in there just to add a little, sense of humor to the server. So you can go around slapping zombies with a dildo. I think that would just make someone's day. Eh, it's bumpy. Dr. GTA was right, it is a bumpy pixelated ride. We're gonna have to take the shoulder if it keeps up. Should be about 60 or 50 miles to Toledo. About 15 miles to Ann Arbor. Yeah, it's true, actually. Let's give it a little more time and it will be frickin' GTA San Andreas. Los Angeles would look like Los Santos and GTA San Andreas. Speaking of Los Angeles, I actually just came from there on this. If you don't know, a couple weeks ago I did the Los Angeles to Flint, Michigan trip. Man, 3 days. It's actually in the playlist. If you don't see the playlist in the video, there should be a playlist that I made called Google Earth Driving. If you look up that playlist, you can see I went through Texas and then all the way to Los Angeles and then Los Angeles all the way to Flint. There's probably like, I don't know how many videos now, but there's one where I did a stroll around Hollywood and what have you. Man, these are just as bad as Michigan roads in real life. I'm actually not kidding either. These literally are Michigan roads. Actually, when this 3D imagery was taken, I think this is actually a construction area. No, actually no, because I would see construction cones. I think it was just taken in rush hour, honestly. I think there was like slow traffic that's going through here when it was taken. Oh, yeah, the construction zone. I just saw the orange sign. Somewhere though. Might be up ahead still. Probably trying to fix all these bumpy roads. You might notice I updated the vehicle a little bit too, so it makes more sense. Instead of being in a car that's like so high off the ground, I'm actually in a semi-truck, which will make a lot more sense. Hopefully we'll be out of this mess pretty soon. Looks like it, yep. There we go. Actually, we gotta get in the left lane now because we're gonna be merging onto 23 east in a second. Let me see what this sign says. Yup. Gotta go this way. Welcome to Ann Arbor. Yeah, Google Earth is having a seizure. Was. Yeah, tomorrow, most likely tomorrow, I'm probably might do live streaming the server for a little bit. So this is where we get on to continue on to 23 South towards Ohio. The yellow thing just means that it's being reviewed, or in other words, being reviewed to be. It's basically being determined, like in between, like it has yet to be reviewed to be either added or set as not um like set as not necessary, which would be a red X. And if it's added, it'll be a green check mark. Green check mark just means that it's ready to be sent over to the roadmap. Some of them, like the models and stuff, we don't necessarily put to the roadmap, but if it's like a feature, like a script thing or something, then we'll put it in the roadmap. But if it's like 3D model or something, it doesn't get added to the roadmap. That's basically what that means. Green means added, yellow means determination, X means not necessary. Plymouth. Oh yeah, Ypsilanti would be around here too. Yeah, I knew he was gonna do that. Once we get away from Ann Arbor, though, and the 3D imagery ends, we won't be seeing any more 3D imagery till we reach Toledo. Or the border of Ohio, to be specific. No, you can suggest. I mean, I think there still should be, I think, a rule where you can only do like one suggestion per day kind of thing. But it don't matter now because that rule is obsolete. And it was only there for before when we had the forums. Because before it used to be, you had to post like your suggestions like literally typing it out in that channel, but you can't no more. Instead, you just post a forum now, which makes things so much easier. So you can post as many as you want, whatever comes to mind. No one should get on you for it. Because realistically, no one else really does post suggestions. But as for the weapons on back that you mentioned, two ways it could go. I can do it the simple and quick way, which would be just simply attaching the object to the entity, the player, and setting the position correctly. But in this case, they'll basically be stationary. They're not going to move with the bones of the player or whatever. It'll just be stationary, which would kind of look a little awkward, but it's the simple and quick way. Or we can do this the more complex and way much slower way. And the reason why I say way much slower way is because I would have to align the position for every single weapon for every single ped because the bone indexes are different. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I think I'm gonna go. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it the simple way. No way in hell I'm doing it for the whatever amount of peds the game has. No way in hell I'm gonna do it to those amount of peds and amount of weapons. You know how long that'll take? You can take a guess if you want, but I'll just tell you. For me to do it alone would probably take the bare minimum, probably a whole month, a whole couple months, at the very least, no less than that. And that's if I spend all the time on that. That's why I put it as a yellow triangle, because I ain't too sure yet what I'm gonna do with that. And it's a good idea though, because then you could see what weapons the player has. Maybe. They may not sync. Who knows? You do have a long stretch of road at this point, though. Yeah, it could be possible for people to carry one or two weapons. I don't know how I'm gonna code it yet, but I don't really see the whole point in it. I mean, I do understand the idea though. It will prevent people from pulling assault rifles out their ass, so to say, which would make a lot of sense. I know that I'm not really concerned. Like, I mean, I'm not really that big concerned about people pulling weapons out their butt, but I can see how some people get annoyed by it. I personally don't. But yeah, if you're like in an RP situation, or you just see someone pull a AK just out their ass, then yeah, I could see how that could be like fail RP-ish or some sorts. To get real technical, if you're real serious in the roleplay, the normal serious role player would actually slash me at first. I don't know if you knew that. They'd actually slash me, pulls AK-47 out from their back or something. Give it time to pull it out, and then, but even that ain't really that efficient because you gotta spend like 10-15 seconds to type it all out, and it basically just pauses the RP scenario. So it's just easier just to pull it out your ass and not say anything. I am gonna try to do automatic like me's for when you're bandaging yourself up and such. Have it to where it automatically input in the chat like so and so's bandaging themselves up or something like that. I'll probably do another dev stream tomorrow, maybe. Alright, we got this nice long stretch of road, which will take us to Toledo. All the way, probably. See ya, Lucas. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, the ping issue in the server is not good. That reminds me, I need to not only update the server, but also take everything out and then start things one by one to catch the whole ping issue. I'm not really sure what's causing it. It's gonna have to be a bunch of trial and error though. Maybe being a little more strict on the ping kicking would also help. I see 3D imagery up ahead. Ohio's real close now. Should be around the corner. Welcome to Ohio. Almost to our destination. Couple more miles. Alright. We have did it for the night. 100, I think it was 127 miles. Let me look. Currently, we're at the Wyandotte Service Plaza. Yeah. We're in Genoa, Ohio. 137 miles. So roughly 140 miles. So we didn't quite. Yeah, so we're in Genoa, Ohio. So I'll change the title later. Thanks for watching. Um, I'm gonna live stream the server tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Alright, everybody, have a good night.